Chapter 7. Return, return, O Shulamite. Return, return, that we may look upon you. What will you see in the Shulamite? As it were a dance of two companies. How beautiful are your steps in sandals, O prince's daughter. The roundings of your thighs are like the links of a chain, the work of the hands of a skilled workman. Your navel is like a round goblet wherein no mingled wine is wanting. Your belly is like a heap of wheat set about the lilies. Your two breasts are like two fawns that are twins of a gazelle. Your neck is as a tower of ivory, your eyes as the pools in Heshbon, by the gate of Bethrabim. Your nose is like the tower of Lebanon, which looks toward Damascus. Your head upon you is like Carmel, and the hair of your head like purple. The king is held captive in the tresses thereof. How fair and how pleasant art you, O love, for delights. Your stature is like to a palm tree, and your breast to clusters of grapes. I said, I will climb up into the palm tree. I will take hold of the branches thereof, and let your breast be as the clusters of the vine, and the smell of your countenance like apples, and the roof of your mouth like the best wine that glides down smoothly for my beloved, moving gently the lips of those that are asleep. I am my beloved's, and his desire is toward me. Come, my beloved, let us go forth into the field. Let us lodge in the villages. Let us get up early to the vineyards. Let us see whether the vine hath budded, whether the vine blossom be opened, and the pomegranates be in flower. There will I give you my love. The mandrakes give forth fragrance, and at our doors are all manner of precious fruits, new and old, which I have laid up for you, O my beloved. All right, let's go back up to verse 1. Continuing again with this song of songs, this poem of poems. This that is between, it's about love. It's between two that are in love. And this speech back and forth is that show or to reveal the love between the two. Let's go ahead and pick it up here in verse 1. This is going to be if you're following along in the King James Version, you'll have to go back to chapter 6. This will be the last verse of chapter 6. We'll pick up here. Will be the verse 1 in these writings. Return, return, O Shulamite. Return, return, that we may look upon you. What will you see in the Shulamite? As it were a dance of two companies. Or return. Return, O Shulamite. The word Shulamite simply means a peaceful. Those that are peaceful, the peaceful ones. It's a plural, the Shulam. Those from Shulam, or those from that peaceful place. Shalom is a word that means peace. Solomon means peace. Shalom. Shalom is peace. Return, once again, this bid to come back, that we may look upon you, that we can see this peace, even those of peace that we have seen before. What will you see in the Shulamites? What will you see in those of peace? It's like a dance of two companies. Now, and anytime we got two, we can it's a witness. Because why? There's more than one. So we know, and this dance here, we're going to find out is their differences. There's a difference here that causes them to dance, that separates them. It's like a dance between these two. One wanting peace, one struggling for peace, and there's that other one who is always trying to twirl it about or keep it away somehow in that cycle. 2. How beautiful are your steps and sandals, O prince's daughter. The roundings of your thighs are like the links of a chain, the work of the hands of a skilled workman. And how beautiful are your steps in sandals. Sandals is a shoe and it's something to protect your foot, something to protect that which you would naturally walk on. It's a man-made object, and you wear them, like I said, to protect your foot. It's going to be the ordinances of men. O prince's daughter, and that's that understanding that comes from the prince. The prince is the son of the king. And the king was set rule over man by God, because they did not listen to the Lord. The roundings of your thighs are like these links of a chain. And a chain is something that's going to bind you, something that's is used to hold or chain back, to restrain. It is a binding. And the roundings of your thighs are captivating, is really kind of what the insinuation here. Your thighs, that portion of your leg, the forward strength, that which goes forward, the work of your hands are like a skilled, and which the work of the hands are like a skill, more this working of your thighs, which are this captivating appearance, is the work of a skilled workman, or somebody who had skill in their works. 3, your navel is like a round goblet wherein no mingled wine is wanting. Your belly is like a heap of wheat set about with lilies. Your navel, commonly referred to as your belly button, that little dip or hole there we have in the belly or in the soft parts. It's like a round goblet, and a goblet is going to be something that contains, it's a vessel like a bowl or a cup or that which we drank from, wherein there's no mingled wine is wanting. And we can use this goblet as a similitude of the navel, or we can use the navel as the similitude of this goblet that they're drinking from. And this mingled wine is going to be that which is added to it to make it sweet. It doesn't matter what you add to it, other wines, whatever, but it's to sweeten the taste, to make it better for everybody. Your belly is like a heap of wheat set about with lilies. Your belly, once again, that's in soft places. It's like a heap of wheat, man. It's a heap of wheat is that which has come from the harvest. It's gold in its appearance, and its value is about the same. It's set about with lilies or pleasantries, and it's kind of, once again, is that which is something that is beautiful or precious, is set in a pleasant place. 4, your 2 breasts are like 2 fawns that are twins of a gazelle, and your 2 breasts, 2, that's, once again, we got to get this witness thing out, and this 2, because there's more than one, that means there's something to it. And these breasts are your comforts, your dual comforts. It has 2 purposes. It's not only physical, but it's as well for the soul, are like 2 fawns that are twins of a gazelle. And these 2, because, once again, 2 fawns, twins, that which was, and this gazelle kind of represents that natural nature, this which comes from nature, that's made like this, even to be together. 5, or twinned up, to be alike. 5, your neck is a tower of ivory, your eyes as the pools of Heshbon, by the gate of Bath-Rabbim. Your nose is like the tower of Lebanon, which looks toward Damascus. Your neck is like a tower of ivory. Tower is someplace they used to flee to show strength. And it's really, that's what it is. The neck is that which supports your understanding. This is a place of strength, is of ivory or pureness, or that which supports all your understanding, or your head. You see, that's your head. That's that which rules over everything. Is like purity. Your eyes are as these pools of Heshbon. Heshbon is Heshbon means to record or account. We could, it's like a record or that which is made known. These pools represent pleasantness, refreshing, the record of it, or a vision of it, even of these pleasantnesses. Your eyes are visions of pleasantness. We could look at it like that. By the gate of Bath-rabbim. This gate's always a place where they go in and out. It's also a place where they sit to make judgments and come to gather to get their order. And it's by these places of Bath-rabbim. And that's Bath, Bat, is that daughter. The word means daughter. And here the word Rabbim it's a plural of a much. So of a lot of muches. We could look at it like that, or the multitudes of much. So this daughter of much, and it was a city, and it represents a lot of understandings. Your nose is like the Tower of Lebanon, which looks toward Damascus. Your nose, once again, the nose is something we smell with. It's pronounced off our face, and our senses, that which we sense with and which show up, are like these strengths of Lebanon. We've compared this once again. Our senses, that which this odor we smell, you might say we smell one thing. Some other people may smell something else. It smells like this, some say. Some say, well, it smells like this. But the way we sense it, the way we smell it, becomes strong, of purity. We sense life for its pleasure. We sense life for the positive. And even that which looks toward Damascus. Damascus is where the sackcloth weaver works silently, or in silence does the sackcloth weaver work. We know it was set up for that purpose. Damascus was a place of a trade city, a place of great wealth, and there was a lot there. In hidden understanding, it means it's going to have its day. 6. Your head upon you is like Carmel, and the hair of your head like purple. The king is held captive in the tresses thereof. Your head's that which is above. It's on top. It's what guides you around. It's your understanding. It's where all messages are relayed to, and it makes the final decision. It's like Carmel. Carmel means that garden land, and a garden is an enclosure prepared for a purpose. Your hair of your head is like purple. Purple is a mingled color. Purple is a color made of red and blue. Red means the flesh, and blue means the royalty. We can use it as the spirit if you so desire. But this purple, the purple is those two mingled together, and the king is held captive in the tresses thereof, or the hollows that are between the locks. We could see it like that. That's the glory of coming down, but it's that between them, these open places that are tied together by the minglings of the two. 7. How fair and how pleasant art you, O love, for delights. How fair and how pleasant, how beautiful, how art you, even to look upon, O love, for delights. You please the eye, you please the senses, you please all manner of all manner, the mind, the body, the soul. 8. This is your stature. It's like to a palm tree, and your breast to clusters of grape. And this is your stature. That it's like a palm tree. A palm tree is something that's correct. It's something that's upright. Your stature is upright. You're good. You're true. You're straight. And your breast are two clusters of grapes. Your breast, once again, are those comfortings, are like clusters of grapes, and a cluster of grape is a fruit that is desired because it's going to yield an effervescence greater than itself. 9, I said, I will climb up into the palm tree, and I will take hold of the branches thereof, and let your breast be as the clusters of the vine, and the smell of your countenance like apples. I said, I will climb up into that palm tree, into that your uprightness go into. I will take hold of the branches thereof, these shoots, and we view this as like a tree, the climbing up into the understanding of this beauty, of this correct beauty, and let your breast be as these clusters of the vine, and your confidence will be like the effects that come from the vine. The grapes is almost a drunkenness, and the smell of your countenance is like apples. So the smell or the perception of your presence, the perception of your appearance that comes through odor is like that of apples. And the apple, the word is tapuach. Apple is kind of like the pleasant, this odor, which entices the senses, and what it is the apple has breathed in, and when it exhales, we smell the apple. So it's kind of like that which comes from the expelment of that breath that releases this essence that we perceive. 10. And the roof of your mouth is like the best wine that glides down smoothly for my beloved, moving gently the lips of those that are asleep. The roof of your mouth, that's the palate of your mouth. It's like the best wine. That's the taste. It's the taste. It's like the wine that's coming from your mouth, that taste of that which you're pouring out. It glides down smoothly for my beloved. We drink of it, and we're enjoying every drink, moving gently. It's like that which gently moves the lips of those that are asleep. It's like a dream, and the mumblings of all that joy is overtaking. 11, I am my beloved's, and his desire is toward me. I am my beloved's, and I belong too. And his desire is towards me, and this is what he desires, this love that we share. 12, come, my beloved, let us go forth into the field, let us lodge in the villages. Now come, my beloved, let us go forth into the field, abroad, into these places that are outside the city, or the places that have a garden, to the open field. Let us lodge in the villages, or these places that are around. It's where everything is, the life is, all that which grows and that which we seek. 13, let us get up early into the vineyards. Let us see whether the vine hath bud, whether the vine blossom be opened, and the pomegranates be in flower. There will I give you my love. And let us go look to see what season it is. Let us rise up early. We're waiting for that season to come forth. It's an expectation that we can't wait for it. Let us go see whether the vine hath budded, whether it's time or not, whether the vine blossoms have opened, or they just spring forth, or the pomegranates are in flower. These visions of beauty, there will I give you my love. This is the season, the proper time, that place, that it's in season. 14. The mandrakes give forth fragrance, and at our doors are all manner of precious fruits, new and old, which I have laid up for you, O my beloved. The mandrakes give forth their fragrance. Mandrake, an interesting little plant. The root seems to take on a form of a limbed being, sometimes having that of a man, and sometimes even that appearance of a face within it, of the root. The fruits are bearing. Sometimes they called a love apple. The fruits are poisonous. Don't eat them. The root itself has been used in times past for medicinal purposes, as potions, sleep medications. It too has poisonous properties, not recommended for use or human consumption, but it also dates way back, and because of its appearance and its pleasant fragrance, it was often viewed as something that was desirable or to cause desire. But this is a similitude of those precious fruits, that which is desired, those things that we longed for, new and old. It doesn't matter if it's from last year's harvest or this harvest that we are in, but it's that precious fruits which I have laid up for you. And that's going to be these desires, this love, that which can be reaped by the Spirit and by the flesh as well. It's the experiences of the goodness and this wealth of life, new and old, they're laid up. Let's move forward to Song of Psalms, chapter 8.